Greetings and salutations. This is Jason Silverain. I'm playing a little bit more Find Love or Die Trying. We're currently on a date with Scarlet, our third date. Now, the last one with Violet was pretty good. Let's see what we can do with Scarlet. We already know that she is not the mystery person in our dreams. She was an ally who was trying to get us out. But yes. I found Scarlet in the same place I met her. She was engrossed in a book with a pile of books next to her. They looked worn as they'd been read over and over throughout the years. Hey there, Scarlet, what you reading? Hi, Silverain. Just an old fairy tale. Really? I'm surprised you'd read something that would throw science out the window. I'm a woman of various tastes. I quite like these stories, especially this one. Which one are you reading? It's called The Princess of Aranda? Really, it's silly. I doubt you'd be interested in. Try me. I smiled at her. She smiled back, kind. Okay, I don't see why not. There's a young girl, Nera, who is a princess of the kingdom of Aranda, which was far away from civilization. Unlike other princesses before her, she had no time for politicking or parties. She spent all her time building all sorts of gadgets for her family and friends. Like a robot dog that would eat vegetables they didn't want to eat. Ooh, I've got to try my hand at this sometime. Scarlet giggled like a child. Nera has a blissful, happy childhood. She even falls in love with a commoner. Named Auden. Though her kingdom would never stop approving of that. Sorry. Oh, the hay fever's getting to me a little bit. Though her kingdom would never approve of their relationship, Nera and Auden. I should do text-to-speech, I think, to figure out that one. Well, never failed to see each other in secret, every night by the crooked trees in the western forest. But those days don't last. One day her mother, the queen, is taken by a witch, never to be seen again, and Nera is forced to become the queen at age of 16. In her mother's absence, Nera does her best to lead the kingdom, and for years it prospers. She is like no other leader they've had before. But secretly she wants to leave. As a queen, she has no more time for things or the people that she loves with all her heart, and she cries every night alone. But she knows she can't. Too much responsibility falls on her. And one day, Nera is cursed by the same witch that took her mother and forgets everything. Her name, her family, her kingdom. Everything except for Aloria and the desire to leave. So she leaves. No one in the village ever sees her again. I won't bore you with the rest of the story, but thanks for listening till now. Isn't that very similar to what we're doing? Oh, come on. Believe me, Scarlet. I want to hear this to the end. Especially because you like it so much. I looked deep into her eyes. I could tell how much you love this story. Well, there's not really much left, but... Well, Nera and Auden live a wonderful life in a neighbouring kingdom for many years. But one day she remembers everything and rushes home, worrying for her people. When she gets there, she sees her people have been ruled by the very same witch that took her memory, and her people no longer prosper the way they did under her rule. In anger, Nera confronts the witch on the border of Aranda. The witch takes off her cowl, revealing herself to be Nera's mother, the lost queen. Nera's mother gives her an ultimatum. She can return to ruling the kingdom, but she can never leave again, or she can leave now and never come back. And that's where the story ends. You never get to know what the choice Nera makes. It's quite the cliffhanger. I want to know what happens next. Believe me too. I'm curious what you'd do in Nera's shoes. Sacrifice yourself for the kingdom with your partner. I'd probably say leave the kingdom. I think I'd leave and never come back. Interesting, why is that? There's no point in living without love, even if it's better for the kingdom for Nera to stay. It would guarantee her love would never be realised. And that's just too sad. I think the same way. I love this story ever since I lost my memories. I'm sure I don't have a kingdom or anything, but sometimes you have to wonder, you know. Yeah, I get the same feeling too. That's just life, you know. We have to keep on moving forward. Yeah, you're right. I'm really happy you're the one I get to move forward with, Silverain. Me too, Scarlet. There's no one else I'd rather be with here, right now. Speaking of which, right now, there's somewhere I want to bring you. Where's that? I'll give you a hint. I've been thinking about this place ever since you mentioned that you love fairy tales. Oh my gosh, there's turtles down here. Turtles! She was practically dancing around the room, taking in all of the sights. It was impossible not to smile. I figured the Ocean Palace might be your thing. Scarlet was practically jumped onto me and squeezed the life out of me in a deathly bear hug. This is wonderful, Silverain. Thank you so much. You made everything so special in ways I honestly couldn't believe, but you did it. And this is just the beginning, Scarlet. We're in this together. I held Scarlet and kissed her on the lips. It was like an explosion of passion that set me on fire. She kissed me back and wrapped her arms around me. Always. Spent the rest of the night enjoying a lovely dinner in a place straight out of a fairy tale with nothing but love in our hearts and laughter and smiles on our faces. I can't wait to leave this island with you, Silverain. I've never been this excited, this happy since ever. You make me feel like I'm living in a fairy tale. You know, I've got an idea how we could spend tonight if you're interested. And what's that? I'll show you why fairy tales are written by adults. Oh, that is quite the sly grin on her lips. Well, that was a very short date compared to the others. Even with me having to pause to stutter due to hay fever. Thank you for bearing with me today. Okay. After my date with Scarlet, I waited around outside till the time I expected to see Cat, but she never showed up. Guess she'd already had enough footage for today. Might as well try and find her. No one's here. Looks like the snacks from before are gone too. Not here either. Cat was at a table writing something down at a frantic pace with one hand against her head. Hey Cat, what's up? Oh hey Silverain, I didn't see you there. How are you doing? That depends what you're ominously writing. You look like someone who just realised I was dead meat. Oh, this? Don't worry about it. Somebody's dead meat, but it's not you. Yay? I'm just kidding, I'm just fixing up some of the balance sheets Twos was working on. Being an accountant was never really in the cards for them, despite what they say. Sit down, I'll be stuck here for a while anyway. Sure, sounds good. Sat next to Cat at the table. So how was today's date with Scarlet go? It was alright, not the way I wanted it to go. I'm sorry to hear that, I won't pry. Who knew that 3 dates wasn't enough to see if someone is really your soulmate? Anyway, you've done great till now. I don't know if what you said to each of the girls is true, but I don't stop now. You just have to get through one more day and you'll be able to finally leave this place. And you'll tell me what my old life was like? Of course. I mean, if I didn't, where would you even go? Fair point. You look like you've got something on your mind. Ah. I'm just thinking about tomorrow. You've been getting the best ratings I've ever seen. I just hope it's enough. The rating requirements for the last date and the last day are the highest. I'm sure it's going to be fine, don't worry. That's rather worrying, because it's like the highest ratings we've ever seen. I'm following the guidelines of, hey, I've got to have one of the girls want to marry me by the time I leave, and yet they're worried that even though I have the highest ratings, I might not survive. Has anyone ever won this show? I've made it this far, nothing's going to stop me from making it to the end. I hope so, for your sake, Silverain. So when I get out of here, what are you going to do? Are you going to move on to the next killer dating show? I didn't know you were my career coach. You want to know my 5-year plan too? I get the feeling that 5 years from now you'd rather not be here. There is no plan. I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's really all anything can do in this crazy world. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Good luck, Silverain, you'll need it. Thanks, Cat. I'll see you later. Night. Tomorrow's going to be the last day. I'll need all the rest I can get. Guess I'll call it a night. Will we get any strange dreams tonight? Yeah. The performance is coming to a close. The actors and actresses come out one by one, ready to take their bows. I would clap, but I'm waiting for you and only you. I woke up with Scarlet in my arms. After talking with Cat last night, I asked Scarlet to join me for one more Join me for one more midnight walk. We ended up talking for hours. Morning, Scarlet. Oh, you're awake. Hi there, Silverain. She was clearly half asleep. I wanted to invent something that puts this moment into a bottle forever. And I'd repurpose the factory, mass produce it. Yeah, love you. She dozed off as she embraced me in her arms and held me tight. Must have stayed there together for over an hour, but I wish it didn't pass by so fast. I'm so happy, you know. Why is that? No matter how this show ends, we won't be alone. What more could I ask for? I was terrified before, but now I know everything will be alright. Couldn't say it better myself, Scarlet. Anyway, Cat wants you to go on a date with someone else by now, right? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I've got an invention to deal with them later. Ooh. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. See you later, Silverain. Damien. You're running out of time, Kit Kat. It's going to be fine, just watch. Good morning, Cat. Morning, Silverain. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, thanks. You bet you did. That bed is worth more than your life. Ah, that reminds me. Why can't the staff have the same kind of bed that Silverain has? Do I look like I'm made of money? You literally own this island. If I give the staff beds, next thing they'll ask for is minimum wage. No thanks. He walked away. So, how about that 5-year plan, huh? Maybe the brothers were onto something with this whole accounting thing. I know it's time for your last date with your last soulmate candidate, Ali. You're all ready? It's time to make or break. I'm ready as ever, be Cat. Then without further ado, lights, camera, and I'll see you next time.